like usual.
Yeah, I got that too, and hit my mute. Thank you.
Might as well just jump right into like watching the computer beat me up. That's fine.
Wait, man, I'm just posting to Facebook now, letting everybody know we're live.
Let's see if I hit play. What happens? All right, let me try a little refresh. You seen the video yet? I'm having an internet issue.
Oh, that was just me. I'm seeing the advertisement. Yeah, I'm seeing that Gillette's making some money off of us, so that's good.
Oh, maybe that's why my thing isn't working, because I've got like ad block to hell.
Yeah, there you go. It's gotta wait, right?
Well, you just tell me then when we're broadcasting.
All right. We are live for a special Thursday night unboxing of the new build.
Got a few folks in here. See anything yet?
Not yet.
So why is it not broadcasting? Chad, if you see...
Here we are.
Are we there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's all I needed to hear.
It had to go up into space and then down into Alberta. That's the problem.
It would not be a Pro Wrestling X broadcast if it went smoothly. These people know this.
I know, right? I wonder what kind of panic attacks actual big companies have when they do live broadcasts. Like they must just.
Well, I mean, it was actually probably a good thing that we dodged Tuesday night, because wasn't that the night that Battlefront debuted? Star Wars,
really?
Star Wars game, I think. Question mark?
No idea, but probably.
Hey, you guys getting dizzy of watching me and my dead body and bloody beaten up carcass here? Let me actually get in here and actually start playing the game.
Beautiful.
Yeah, for those who are just joining us for the first time, actually, most people in here, I see maybe a couple of new folks. We've got our next kind of update for Pro Wrestling X here that we're kind of test driving here tonight. Our boy Robert, once again, has been battling it, but he still delivers the goods, and we've got ourselves some top rope moves, it looks like. That's kind of exciting. Looks like we've got a new ring apron in there, too. That looks tight.
Well, what they've done is it's not just the texture for the ring apron. They've gone in and actually, did some some plumbing, and they've fixed up the actual model and whatnot now, so we have a proper separate apron for modding to make everything a lot more smoother when you're adding an apron, and
a lot more smoother. Okay, cool.
A lot more smoother, yeah. Gooder. It's all gooder.
Yeah, they said welcome. You said because you didn't. Were you at the last chat, the Twitch chat? I couldn't remember.
Nope.
That's right.
I had
you were in PT, if I recall. Because we were all making fun of you that, like, doing whatever.
Yeah.
And
I listened
to get out of it.
I listened to the replay, asshole. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun chat. That was all good. But everybody was sending you good karma and stuff. They were all wishing you well. But
it's all good. I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I guess I'm like 2 weeks out now from the surgery. I'm pretty happy. I mean,
now tell everybody what you did today.
Yeah. Today was awesome, man. So I'm 2 weeks out. I was off the crutches. I wasn't even using a cane. I was pretty much walking without a limp. And I'm on the couch and this morning, and I go and I roll over, like a dog. I roll over, and all of a sudden, the most freaking searing lightning bolt of fire pain shoots through my knee, and I apparently just tweaked it just enough to dislocate the brand new knee, just momentarily for a flash.
You told me hyperextension, but
that's the one thing led to the other, right? But it snapped back into place instantly. But the irritation from that happening, holy hell, it was like the world's worst toothache in my knee that never went away. And like I sat and I tried standing, I tried hanging my leg loose and let it kind of jiggle and kind of get get in the groove again. You know what I mean? And my wife was upstairs sleeping in between night shifts because she works as a nurse at the hospital. And this is like 9 o'clock in the morning. She's trying to sleep, and I'm downstairs, and I couldn't keep it to myself. And unfortunately, she heard me, swearing at the universe, and you know. Her story is that I was actually begging for someone to cut my leg off. It hurt that much.
Oh
but
yeah,
so she comes.
See chat just jumping all over Kevin Nash 2.0.
Yep, exactly. Oh well, I mean, to make it even funnier, I guess,
Let's see how these top rope moves look.
My wife was like, "There's no way I'm getting you to the hospital, man. We got to get you to the hospital and expedite this thing." And so they ended up calling an ambulance, and the ambulance, because I live in an old house with narrow sidewalks, we had to call an ambulance to get me out of the house into the hospital. And when the ambulance got here, they were like, the two of us, we're not getting this dude through these doorways down these cement stairs, because we had a freezing rain ice storm the night before, and it was like an inch of glare ice, right? And I thought, they're going to drop me on my head on the way to the ambulance. So they actually call a backup fire truck with firemen. just like on those shows, like like My 800-Pound Body or whatever, where they had to cut the guy out of the house. It was almost that bad, They had to get 6 guys to haul my ass out of the house and into the
suck. We have got whenever we get your creator wrestler, we're like putting your leg stats down to like no. That's an interesting close up. We just had a wait till you see the close up of the sharpshooter. It's just nothing but his back muscles. Wow.
Cool.
Dude, the top rope move looks sick.
That
looks
man.
really good.
Oh, look at that. That's some sexy back muscle texturing. That's good. No idea why the camera's there. That's interesting. Robert's going to post that.
What do you say this one? He was just starting to get up from the hellacious move that I hit him with. You guys have created a monster now. I'm just going to be like moonsaulting left and right.
Oh, nice shot.
So, how do you dismount? Are you able to do that?
No idea.
Like get down from the top rope.
I think he has a timer set that if you don't do anything, you will.
Okay, so I can't manually do it yet.
You're supposed to be able
to. It looks like I can kind of I can overshoot. Like if you're really close, I have got to tell you, I hate that right now.
Oh, really?
I want to be able to like.
It's realistic.
I want to execute the move like wherever he's planted. Oh, that was a bad miss. The other thing is I need to be able to tell if I have missed the move or not. Like if he needs some kind of a cell.
The cell needs to be just more visually
but this is
violent.
tight though. My God, look. All right, let me see if I can try one like way across the ring. All right, come on.
You see, the thing is with the overshooting, something is necessary for if your opponent is right underneath you in the corner. If you try to land a moonsault when he's literally underneath you in the corner, you're gonna have rope glitch.
Shouldn't he just like go up in the air then and just come straight down on him?
Well, that's just it.
No
Right
Mercy
now,
did.
It's positioned now that you could come straight down, but you'd have to pass through 3 sets of ropes before you hit the mat. You know what I mean? Like, it's too close.
Okay, no, I see what you're saying.
But I think No Mercy actually slid the guy away to make sure he would connect without being too close. That might have happened. Another option is... what is there another option? I don't know. You should be able to obviously manually dismount the top rope too.
But these are all okay. So I'm gonna wait it out here. I'm gonna see if I can get it to the standing opponent. Okay, so that was the total. Okay, that was a Botchamania moment here. Okay. Let's see if I can run up really quick. Oh, because he's a jerk and he charges.
Just set the AI to nothing,
all right,
and then just mess with him.
Everybody knows my standard way of playing that I am clearly incapable of doing anything on my own here. All right, you just stand there. Okay, so let's see just what our range is here.
Oh,
boom! Man. Oh, that looks hot. Okay, I'm going to turn the AI back on because I have my phone now, but
I'm just reading somebody says they've dislocated both of his knees and has 2 screws under his right knee to keep it in place. Ow, that sounds bloody painful.
Okay, so let's
look at that. Bam! Yeah,
right there.
Every time we add something new to the game, I don't get tired of it.
That is like he just did like a full blown like a moonsault headbutt,
coast to coast, eh?
Well, you'll see it in a second here, where he came. I set him up so he was relatively close.
Okay.
and then
Oh,
he comes right down
okay.
in his head. It's like a diving
Right.
headbutt moonsault.
Yeah. There's going to be some happy accidents here because honestly, how can you
Boom.
account for every possible connection of collision for a
Well, so
moonsault?
but he is doing some kind of
Yeah.
a dynamic, like he's locating him dynamically. It looks like
Mm.
there is some kind of a targeting. Okay, so that's gonna be a little bit close. Okay, so run to the corner, do this, and what? All right, here's where I want it. I want to hit the screenshot mode. I want to see if I can. I've always been kind of bad at this. I gotta. Oh my God! Look, wait till you see this one. All right, so what is okay? So to decrease the animation, what is it? Oh my God! Look at this. Oh! Look at this! Oh no!
Oh man, this is awesome.
Oh! Look at that! Screenshot mode is like rapidly becoming my favorite thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm gonna try that again.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, nice collision on that moonsault to standing. That I just watched you do.
That's
in
what I'm saying.
screenshot.
Is like this. I mean, this looks.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see if I can kind of spin up. Oh, oh my God. Okay, here. Oh, watch this view right here, brother. Watch this one. Looking up at it. Look out. Yeah, because that's like, oh, he's going to miss. All this. Oh, yeah, he's getting the.
Let's go ahead.
Look at that. Oh, my God. Everybody might be marking out for this. Look at this. He does. You can just see it when I just did the move.
yeah.
Like he has a mid-air adjustment.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Well, we did ask him to do that mechanically, right? To target. So, wow, that's pretty.
Dude, that looks awesome. Watch that finish. Holy crap.
Oh. Bam! Yeah. Oh, nice.
Well, see, that's really that's really how you can tell the the subtleties of the animation. That still looks really good.
It goes by so fast.
Well,
in
that's why
right?
your eyeballs kind of adjust and kind of fill in some of those gaps. But you could see it exactly. Wow, that looks hot. I gotta give Robert some more props.
Clapping for Robert. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man.
They better be marking out in chat over here. Maybe I'm marking out more than everybody else is, but
Well,
you
they
guys
called
have
you Eric
created a
the
monster
Moonsault
now
Nerd.
because I am just like Cap. This is like no mercy. This is no mercy. My offense. This and then like just repeated nut shots, and that is like how I win games.
They're calling you Moonsault Nerd now.
Well, that's fine. It looks good though, dude.
Yeah.
I'm fired up for that.
Exactly. Well, you know what? There you go. Flying moves. They work. I'd actually go so far as to say they work pretty well.
Yeah, I actually think they do too. I am still trying to decide if I like the separate control, okay, I'm trying to remember how No Mercy did it. No, I think No Mercy, you just like hopped up on the top rope and did your move. I don't think you had a second button to like launch the move, right?
Yep, yeah, you would wait.
Did you?
You would
Okay,
wait
I
and
can't-
watch the
okay, maybe
move,
it's
yeah.
been too long since I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Because
only.
you could choose. I think it's because you could choose. You had at least 2 different moves you could do.
Well,
Ah,
but I thought you hopped up on the rope and then you held down like the R button if you wanted to pause. Otherwise, it would just jam it out.
Well, you see, that's where I remember it differently too. I know if I ran towards the turnbuckle and I held down the run button, I would run towards the turnbuckle and without any hesitation at all, I would hop up and do my top rope move, in one nice smooth movement. So I'm not sure.
Mr. Cola is going to join us here.
Alex.
Let's see if he's ready to rock and roll.
Look at that. Alex!
He's coming slowly but surely, I think. Lots of just smooth technology, just like always.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I might
Frog
have-
Splash. Yeah, somebody mentioned Frog Splash. That's a move I want to see, man.
Oh yeah, you know, you're not kidding. Let me. Okay, all right. I might have lost. All right, we may have lost audio there for a second. I'm.
Yeah, I think you did. You
Okay.
farted out for a second.
Okay, we're back. I think we're back.
Someone has a
Alex is
question.
still sitting on the mic, but you know.
Someone has a question. Will there be fixes of range for top rope moves? I'm not sure exactly what you're asking.
He's asking the same thing that I'm asking. That you
Are we
know.
going to tweak it so you can target your range? Yeah. We actually have some plans for depending, like actually manually targeting your opponent depending on his range as well, and giving you a little extra
There he is.
opportunity. Hey, there's Alex. How's it going, buddy?
Hey. Oh,
The,
hey, keep going.
Yeah, I think he was asking, like I said, if there's going to be like, you know, can the guy be in too close or out too far away? I think that's what he's asking. I don't know if he's asking. I hope it's not. I am lazy. I don't like manual targeting for that kind of stuff, but I could see why some people would. I
don't want to
Yeah,
be forced it.
It'd be nice, I think, if it was automatic, but you could kind of break out of it if you needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
just
how I
like
would
you could
like
break out of break out of taunting or whatever. You know, it'd be nice if I'd like it to be kind of dummy proof. You know, where you just hit the button and you target the guy and you hit him. It's fun, right?
Yeah, you got to
But
make
yeah.
it Eric proof. You really do.
Yeah, totally.
Or like
I would
Eric
just like
mode.
I would love the opportunity to grab more manual control if possible too, because it would
Well,
just
like
be fun, you know?
maybe there's a case where like if you set manual targeting, that you do more damage if you hit it more closely to the mark, kind of a deal.
Yeah, and wouldn't it be fun if you were doing like just a double foot stomp? You know, if you could actually target like head, gut, or knees or something when you landed.
Okay.
You know.
No, okay. Now
Fun.
you're selling me here. I can talk. This moonsault looks hot, Mr. Cola. This looks really good.
Yeah.
We've
Oh, you
got.
guys have
I even
game-
opened
the
it
game
up
going
in
right now?
screenshot
Yeah,
mode
we're
and
on
really
the game.
slowed it down, and it looks good.
Oh, I gotta open the Twitch, check this, because I haven't even had a chance to open the build myself.
It could honestly go live to Steam, I think, man.
I was going to ask you, Dave, if you wanted. I had a couple of maybe tweaks on my own, clean up some of the stuff a little
Sure.
bit, but
Yeah, well, let's play with it tonight. Make a list, to-do list or whatever, and then if you got a few things you want to knock off before we make it live, then yeah, by all means, man.
I think it feels good as I'm playing it. Like the targeting is a little, but that's just because I'm so spoiled by my No Mercy that you just kind of hop up on the top rope and then you just jump and then it's all of a sudden
Somebody, Joe is saying that it looks like the moonsault is stretching a little bit beyond its normal range in some instances, and that's totally possible. We didn't, the programmer, he didn't fine tune the ranges yet for the moves, like as far as how far away is too far away. So he might have it kind of, he might be making the guy fly a little bit farther than he should just to make the move connect. But that's stuff that we can tweak.
look at that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's kinda-
yeah. 'cause
There's a certain range it's gonna look better at than others, but I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see how he's doing it. How Robert's got it hooked up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get like a really wild like an angle here.
Look at that. Boy, I can't wait until the ropes move and everything with you when you bounce. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Look at that! Wow!
Oh, I see. So
Wow.
he's aimed.
Yeah, there's like a
okay.
little bit of a shift right as he launches. You can see it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that
it's
should
funny,
actually
like,
happen.
you
out
don't
here
notice
first.
it at all when it's like live speed. I only noticed it.
Oh
That
god.
actually should happen though. That should actually happen while he's crouched and idle. Is when he should be rotating to target. Right now
Yeah.
he's got him rotating to target when you launch the move, and that's why you notice it. But if you actually had him just rotate while he's sitting in idle for like a quarter of a
Yeah.
second, half a second, it would look natural. Yeah, and it would.
Mhm. Yeah, you
And
got it, Dave.
that's-
I actually had
that's-
to change the idle to allow that to happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had to because originally the original idol I had made, he was kind of grabbing the ropes as he was up there. But I realized that
Yeah.
if he's grabbing onto the ropes, you can't rotate him at all up there. So I had
Yeah.
to change it so that his hands are they're not really bracing him. And the other thing we need to
Good
do
thinking.
just by looking at that is it's animated to the target is spine joint 02, which is sort of right in the diaphragm of the the lying character.
Right.
So we need to also make sure that that's the target in game
Right.
that's
Oh, yeah.
being used.
Yeah,
But
Right.
yeah, I'd like to
this
see
is-
it in full, in just like full, like regular unedited speed.
I'm
and
throwing
stuff.
a few of them right now, just to kind of so you can see what it looks like.
Loving it.
Oh, that was an
We need to
overshoot right there. Let me try.
We need to get Robert a couple dozen signs. We need a whole bunch more. We need a whole bunch
yeah,
of more
yeah.
random signs.
We have to
man.
have one that says, "Tell your mom to stop calling me." That's the
Yeah.
Ring of Honor. I guess we got some huge camera time. I have not watched.
What?
I heard from Roscoe P. Coltrane there that R.P. Coltrane in chat. He
What?
said he had watched a couple of the episodes, and we've gotten lots of camera time. I guess. So.
Really, that's hilarious.
Yeah, we do. We would need some kind of a manual get down. Although I think you said there's an automatic. Like dismount. Let me see what.
Yeah.
If I just let it sit there for
Oh.
a couple of minutes here. Let me see.
Yeah, I think he'll. If you let it sit there for 30 seconds, he will just do the move. Yeah,
oh,
there's
that's
no
exactly what
animation
happens.
to
There's
hold
there's
down.
no way to get down. Okay.
You can't get
Because
down.
in
Have you tried?
what kind of needs a little bit of design there. We need to decide
He's
because
hopping
like
on it.
typically in No Mercy, you if
He just
or
kind of
most
steps
games,
down off the rope. I think if I remember.
you would
right.
step down to the apron, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
don't really have any apron.
Well, he steps down
movement.
into the ring is what he does. If I remember.
There's two, I think. And the one that would be obviously best for us is if he just hops down into the ring. You know?
Right,
Like,
right.
Just hops straight down in front of him, so he's ending up standing in the corner, right?
It's all right. We'll get there.
Facing the center. Yeah. It's all good.
Oh, you guys have created a monster now, though. Now you've given
You're
me
loving
my
the
top rope
moonsaults, eh?
moves. You guys.
Well, how do you like the way it's working, Alex?
I'm not sure why it's overshooting sometimes. Is it a fixed
That's-
distance?
That's just his range that he set. It's
Yeah,
totally
you
true.
overshoot
Oh,
if the
I
guy
see.
is
The range
too close.
is set. It's not necessarily a target thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if,
so, yeah,
if
what
the
needs
guy
to
is either
happen-
too close, if he's too close, he will like just overshoot by a mile.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
The only other thing is it's sometimes, like I said, and this is really nitpicking, but if you miss the move, I think he needs a little bit of a sell so that you can tell that you missed it.
That hurt. Yeah.
Because I think it's the same animation if you hit it versus if you miss it. I think.
That's not good. Yeah. Okay.
Well, but
So
I
guess
mean
we're-
that's a real subtle. I mean that's pretty
Yeah.
subtle.
Yeah, that's a subtlety for sure.
Because if the
Well,
guy,
you know
even
what
if like
helped
the
too?
opponent like jars his legs up or does some kind of a sell on his end, like if he hits it, you know.
If we had the idols like that, you know, like the different idols where you're holding your knee or stomach or whatever.
Right.
Like you could, if you missed, you could go into that idol instead of just the standard one.
Oh, that makes sense.
Reminds me of a Botchamania video I saw, like one of the original ones, where the guy did this, like just what you're talking about. He went to do a moonsault and he like totally overshot it unintentionally, and his opponent, who's lying on the ground, just looks over at him, gives him a thumbs up, and then goes back to lying. there.
Oh well, that's Jushin Thunder Liger will do that. He'll give like
Yeah,
a
that's
sarcastic
what it-
clap. He just starts clapping like, "Yeah, way to go, pal! You know, nice job." It's pretty funny.
Man, you are slaying this guy.
Well, this is like I said, this is really starting to.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, because even the ropes, the crowd. I mean, if anybody is new to the project, I couldn't tell. I think we might have a few newbies in the
couple.
chat tonight that haven't seen one of our broadcasts before. But yeah, we're currently, our game's Pro Wrestling X. We're currently in early access on Steam, where we've kind of been off and on active development for. Gosh, well, a year now plus, but the majority of our active development's taken place with like in the last 6 months with kind of a new developer, and we've been doing these Twitch
Yep.
broadcasts to kind of show everybody the progress every week, and we've been doing animation in modeling, you know, live, so you've been able to kind of see some of the character creation. And so yeah, it's been fun. It's really been shaping up. I said if anybody has seen the project, you know, even 3 months ago, the game looks completely different from where it is now. We added the crowd, we added all the, you know, custom wrestler stuff. We added the new rings, all the new move sets. Yeah, tonight we're kind
Oh
of
yeah, the apron's on there too now.
Yeah, they look
I totally
hot.
forgot about that.
Hey Alex, maybe you could describe to us what has been done to the ring apron to make it function differently and all that.
Oh no, we just totally redid it from scratch.
The entire ring, or what?
No, just the just that
Let me see if I can get her screenshot mode so I can.
the cloth drapery
Oh, okay.
there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of
Ooh, I have gone into Steam Big Picture mode for some reason. Why is Steam? Sorry, guys. I don't know what
What's that?
Steam has overtaken my machine. All right, how do I? I hope that doesn't. Okay, return to desktop. Exit Steam.
Well, the apron looks awesome, Alex.
thanks, man.
Sorry, guys. Steam just literally I heard this gong and my screen went dark and it's like, hey, how's it going? Let me see. Okay, let me see if I can back up. Okay, yeah. Ring looks hot. Look at that. Look at that. Some good graphic design right there. That is nice looking stuff. So yeah, so is it just so it's a brand new texture? It's a brand new model. What?
There's the model is new, and there's like sculpting on it. There's I don't know. I just looked at some reference and then I just did a quick design, you know. But there is also there's like a blank texture as well that you could throw a blank one on. I'm not sure if Robert's incorporated that into the editor, but
Right.
it's ready to go there.
And that's
So
just for like
that one will be
okay. Oh, nice.
it's super easy to mod, so because it has a little bit of like the drapery detail in the texture,
yeah.
so that
The normal.
you know,
Yeah.
and
What is
like
going
you're not
on with
putting
this
on a
fan?
blank.
Okay, she's mid clapping. I was like, what is up with her? Sorry, I saw something else shiny, and now I'm zooming in on individual models, and she's got like a cocaine nose going on. Oh my god! I'm sorry. You can't give like these things to me because it's like I'm a total moron, and I just get sucked into. Now I'm looking at individual crowd members. All right, now I'm just getting busy.
Should we point out that Alex, our awesome artist, is not responsible
That's
for
right.
the quality of the crowd members. We picked those up somewhere else just so we could populate the crowd quick and easy. Otherwise, Alex would be sitting there modeling a freaking crowd
Where's
for
our 4-star general? He's usually in every crowd. Right? I'm trying to find him.
He didn't.
There's
pop into
there's
this-
a cop. I haven't seen
Yeah,
a
I've
cop
seen the
before.
cop.
Okay. See, I'm really sorry tonight, Chad. I am distracted by stupid things tonight.
I might keep all these silly faces. I don't
Dude,
know.
I said I'm loving it. This is great.
There's the cop. Hey,
Yeah.
copper.
Oh my god, I know somebody who looks exactly like this.
Oh, there you go.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, we got some really ugly people in the crowd, though. I know somebody who
Yeah.
looks like that too. Wow. And this is a woman wearing a tube top, I think. Okay. Sorry. Okay, back to. All right, I'm gonna go back to the match. I'm sorry.
12 years.
Hey, welcome
Yeah.
newcomers. It's just fascinating
Yeah.
entertainment here tonight. I'm so sorry. You
12,
guys can't
12
put
years
these
of
things-
hard work and sacrifice, and Eric is focused on the crowd.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that we
Hey.
didn't even make.
Thursday
Speaking
Night
of
Gong
years of
show.
sac-
Yep.
Remember how we were talking about AJ possibly talking to WWE, and that was the rumor mill going around or whatever?
Yeah, I still think you're nuts on that one. But
Well, I read another dirt sheet thing today where they said they're actually looking at a lot of indie talent because they want to take NXT on the road and simply don't have enough talent to populate.
well, they've
the-
been. You kind of see it. Like they're really hitting Europe really big.
Yeah.
A lot of the wrestlers like from. I see like Matthew from Botchamania. Like will have these intros for all these. Like he's doing a lot of British wrestling where they'll do like the intros and stuff. And so I've heard of some of these guys, but it seems to me like a lot of their recent signings are all like these European guys. But
yeah.
I still think AJ would be a total shock to me. I would be shocked if he jumped. Like I said, he's a parent now. I got to imagine he's kind of liking the part-time lifestyle. 'Cause that's kind of what the Bucks did. The Bucks signed with Ring of Honor just because they're willing to be flexible with their schedule and
Yeah.
like all these. When you start getting them jumping up to the big boys, they get your schedule going pretty good. You're down there at least in Tampa for at least a little while, or doing all the training and stuff. That's a lot of time away from the family.
See, that's the thing. I just can't see how much money is possibly being made in even something like Ring of Honor. I just don't know.
Well,
How much
I imagine they do
generate,
pretty
right?
good. Well, because they just signed a new TV. Did they sign a new TV deal? They did. They signed with. Okay, so we got a tap out. Cool. Yeah, they signed with one of those stations because they dropped out of Destination America, but I thought they picked up another one.
Oh no, did they?
Well, which is okay. Like I said, I watch them on the Sinclair, but I thought there was another Sinclair type. I'm going to check out the edit mode right now. I want to see if they put the generic canvas, not canvas.
Apron.
Canvas extra, no. Canvas logo, no.
That's what I wanted to get rocking in there. The logos, man.
Apron.
It was like
Yeah, it
those
looks like he's got
canvas
the.
logos.
Yeah, it looks like he's got the new generic canvas in here, or the new apron. Yeah, because he's colorizing that.
okay.
I mean, it's ugly, but hey, that's all right. All right,
Yeah.
I don't mind this.
Yeah.
Save ring.
Where's the there it is. Okay. Apron. So he's applied a color to it. What? Yeah. How many different options are there?
Excuse me a sec, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, there's just a few. I mean, it's the same standard stuff.
There should be. Yeah. No, there's another texture floating around in the
Oh, is that not the one you were
in the
looking for?
in the art directory that's like a proper, because like if just throwing a just say a solid green texture on there is not really
Oh yeah, I'm totally with you there.
missing a little bit of detail there.
I'm actually kind of liking that off yellow. I've got the one I'm just plugging in right here. I actually kind of like this a little bit. Kind of livens things up a little bit. That's where we really get to start having some fun. I'm dying to start getting in and designing some ring textures and some aprons and all that stuff. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I'm back.
The
What I
Fire
miss?
Pro is strong with this. I'm catching up with chat here a little bit.
Yeah, I like some of the colors, man.
It's all good. Got different shiny. Yeah, Alex, you missed it. Dave, why don't you explain how one hyperextends their knee while rolling on a couch?
I don't know. I don't know how it happened, man.
That's
And
why you
why don't you
can't
tell
have
them how
nice
many
knees,
guys it
Dave.
took to get you to the hospital?
Yeah. So there I am. I rolled over on the couch, hyperextended my knee, and for a brief moment, I had dislocated, just oh so briefly, my brand new, awesome new knee. But it snapped, right back in instantly. But yeah, the fucking trauma of that happening, I was just brutal 10 out of 10 pain, right? I couldn't make it stop no matter what I did. So so my wife, my lovely wife, she's like, okay, back to the hospital we go, man. See if you did some damage there. So call an ambulance. Ambulance gets here, and they decide that this is not a two-man job, and they end up calling an actual big fire truck with 6 or 4 more firemen to come and carry me out of the
I don't
house.
mean to
Like,
laugh. I really don't mean to laugh. I'm really sorry, Dave. That is such a
I thought
jerk
it was
move.
funny. I thought it was
I
funny
can just think
as
of
hell.
it's like every WWE like fake injury where they always
Yeah.
get like the 17 guys that come out and they're all look completely incompetent and they've
Yeah.
got that stupid rolling gurney that everybody like they try to get them up and they always
Yeah.
fall off of it. I have this vision of that exactly same thing happening outside of your house.
Well, that's the thing. My house it's an old house, 100-year-old house. It's got narrow cement sidewalk and cement stairs. And like I said, the night before we had freezing rain, so it was just treacherous, right? So they couldn't even do the stretcher. They actually put me in a sling. And 3 guys...
What they get like a little hammock type of thing or
yeah,
something?
pretty much. They pretty much... Yeah, they carried me out in a
Carrying
hammock.
you out in a sheet.
Nope. I wish I had pictures, man. Well, it wasn't a bed sheet. They actually had, an actual apparatus built for this type of situation. But yeah, I got carried out, man, in a hammock, more or less.
We need to have we need to be able to get guys out of the ring in that fashion.
Oh, the best part was I hope I don't get anybody into trouble here, but because I've had this bad knee and knee surgeries for years, right? I've become pretty much immune to all the narcotic painkillers, right?
Oh, I like where
So
this is going already.
Well, they come in the house, and the first are like, how are we gonna get this guy out of here? And I'm like, I don't know how you guys are gonna get me out of here, man. Like, God. And he's like, well, we're gonna do it with drugs. He's like, we're gonna drug you up so that you can actually help us help you. You know what I mean? So, and if we do bump you or whatever, you're not gonna remember it. So I'm like, well, good luck, buddy. So they shoot me up with morphine, then more morphine, then more morphine, and that's not doing nothing to me because I just metabolize it all. And finally, they give me this other drug that makes you just sleepy and forgetful. So that if they do bash my head on the sidewalk, I won't remember it.
Oh, that is Homer Simpson getting dragged down the canyon there.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was for.
Oh my God.
But
they didn't violate you or anything while you were under.
No, but the best part was in the hospital. I finally got a chance to feel what normal people feel when they get morphine, because they had a new nurse working, a student nurse who accidentally doubled all the meds on the chart.
Whoops.
And so I had one nurse come in and he shoots me up. He's like, "This is a big dose of morphine now. We understand you got a tolerance and whatnot, and that's fine. We just want to make sure everything's kosher and you understand." I'm like, "Yep, no problem." 5 minutes later, this other little student nurse comes in. "Oh, I see you have an order for morphine." And before I could say anything in protest, of course,
Yeah.
jab, goes the needle. I'm like, "Oh, okay, this is what morphine feels like. All right." But it lasted like 5 minutes. Kind of sucked.
Getting Dave out of the junkie house.
I know. I got ripped off on the morphine, but it's all good. But luckily, they ended up they X-rayed me, and everything was fine. It's just I kind of just traumatized it there a little bit, and now it's swollen like fucking worse than Cis Stratus ever looked. Now it's a fucking. But it's gonna go down. I'm okay. I'm all good. So
It's like a little mini game, like Dave's Adventure at the Hospital.
I know.
Like a little RPG type of thing.
Can only get better.
Summon medic.
Yeah, we gotta have the.
It'll be an achievement if you snap your leg.
That's right.
X
We're
number
gonna
of
have to
times.
have an achievement called Cis Stratus. Like if you could do have some kind of a you apply like 10,000 sharpshooters or something like that, or something.
Too funny, man.
Yeah, we got it. That would actually be kind of the next fun. It would be fun to start doing some achievements. It would be fun to start doing some of that kind of stuff.
We're allowed to. Steam lets us put achievements in now,
Yeah.
even in early access, right?
That's a very good question. I assume so. I think I've played with achievements in early access before. It's just you're just integrating some API stuff. Because you could always end the match by a submission, end the match with the Dragon Sleeper, end the match with the Sharpshooter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think all that stuff would be fun.
Oh, I totally agree. Totally agree, man.
So how many got watching here tonight? All right. We got a usual crew here tonight. No, stuff was fun. I felt bad. I was busy Tuesday and I just couldn't get away, and but Thursday works. This works just fine for me too.
Yeah. No, Thursday's all right. It all depends. My daughter's dance class got canceled tonight, so I don't have to do any driving. Not that I could anyway, but
yeah, you guys gotten nasty weather up there? Because we're getting like 5 inches of snow starting Saturday.
Ooh, yeah. No, we're okay.
Not quite ready. Although somebody was telling me that like this time last year we already had like 10 inches of snow on the ground. I don't remember at all.
No,
so
we're okay.
Are you working on anything fun animation-wise? I mean, should I be sharing your screen, or am I good to just keep playing the game?
I've been working on the Irish Whip.
Because I could always
it's not
minimize
really
because people like watching you cut loose with that kind of stuff, and I do too. I can always just kind of minimize the game because people have seen it all by now. Not that one. Capture. I could just kind of put this in the corner. Yeah, let me know if you want to share a screen, and I'll make it happen here.
Oh, okay. How do you have it working right now?
Right now, I've just got the game real large.
Oh, I see. Then can you picture-in-picture me or something?
I sure can. I sure can.
All right.
Cool.
Yep, do it every week. In theory.
Yeah.
Unless they screw it up. It happened a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, Joe is giving me trash talk. He said we like Alex's stuff way more than watching Eric lose all the time. You know what? I'll let you know I have dummied down the AI so that even I can win. They are going to be sick of me watching doing that moonsault though. You guys have created a complete monster now.
I don't know.
Ray knows
Skype's
what
not
I'm
letting
talking
me
about.
share
Chicago's
screens here.
Chicago's getting the snow before us. And yep, we're getting the clip of them. Then yeah, because I'm up here in Michigan, Dre. We're just about yeah. So all right. So let me see. Yeah, let me open this bad boy up here.
On the plus side, while I was in the hospital, I got started on my favorite new TV show, Ash vs. Evil Dead.
What?
Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Ash versus Evil Dead. Okay.
Yeah.
I have not heard of this one.
Well, you've heard of the Evil Dead movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they got a new series on Stars or whatever. Pretty much what you think it is.
Huh,
The main
okay.
character versus Evil Dead. It's fucking awesome.
I
highly recommend
just got done with, and anybody who's watched this will back me up, Mr. Robot.
Finding with Isaac. Oh, sorry.
Don't even get me started on that damn game. It's gotten me sucked in again. These jerk. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I hate him so
It
much.
pretty much happens every podcast. Is Finding with Isaac
Never
Rand.
start playing this game. I'm telling you what, I can't stop. It's terrible. But yeah, shut up. Anyway, I've been Mr. Robot on USA Network is one of the best shows I've seen in the last 10 years.
I've heard the buzz. What's the deal?
The context is you're following around a hacker, only it's like a legitimate hacker. Like the technology has not been like CSI'd up, where all the interfaces say, "Oh, you've now, hacker detected," all that kind of stuff. They actually use like terminal and command line and kind of the
Two
gist
people
is
on
kind of
one
like
keyboard?
it's the gist of it is very much like in line with like Anonymous, like where they're trying to hack Wall Street. They're trying to do all this kind of stuff, and you're kind of watching this guy have a dystopic type meltdown, as context. And it was a really, really good show. And it was, like I said, from the technology standpoint, it wasn't. You could tell like somebody knew what they were talking about when they were doing this stuff. Because like I said, it wasn't all that crap, technology like you see in a lot of the TV shows and stuff.
My favorite was the two people on one keyboard.
Double hacking.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
anybody
that
is
was the best.
bored, go to YouTube and Google CSI. I think it was CSI. I think it was CSI. It was one of those.
No, it's
CSI.
CIS.
It was
CIS, I think.
NCIS. That's what it was. NCIS double hacking. And you're watching these two morons fend off a hacking attack by both getting on the keyboard at the same time and pushing twice as many buttons. I was just like, you know what? Oh my god. But this one was
Yeah.
legit. This was very good. The other one that's really good for anybody who's got Netflix, Master of None, Aziz Ansari's, I think that's how you say his name. The guy who played Tom on Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
He's got his own show that's very much in the same vein of Louie. If anybody's watched that on FX, and it's really good. It's really, really funny.
Really?
Yep.
I have to give it a shot. I've seen it there, but I haven't.
It's relatively new. It's probably been out maybe in the last month and a half. It started kind of blowing up in my Twitter feed, and I gave it a spin, and it reminds me so much of Louie, but maybe a little bit cleaner, and maybe just like the comedy's a little bit tighter, but very much in the same kind of autobiographical, but yet not. It can be very poignant at times, just like Louie. So those are the two that I'm kind of been digging on here lately. But
Oh, cool. I'll give that one a shot.
So many TV shows. It's getting hard to keep up, man.
Dude, am I looking at an Irish whip happening?
That's exactly what's happening.
Oh, that's beauty. Beauty. Man, we are connecting the dots.
Yeah,
Nice.
that'll be really cool.
Ooh.
Because I don't think we've actually shown any moves being animated on our Twitch broadcast. I don't think.
You know what? I'm not sure that we have.
Because a lot of it was all Grimhold modeling.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've
Yeah,
ever
no,
seen...
I've actually done all the sculpting that's necessary for the what's it called, Kickstarter goal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I guess.
yeah.
So there's really no
No art stuff left?
brushing needs to be done anymore. I mean, there's some modeling that needs to be done, but it's
Oh, new Jessica
can't-
Jones is coming out to Netflix. I'm sorry, I'm acknowledging Joe in chat. I have heard massively good things about that one coming, as well as Supergirl. I am a Superman mark, and I've heard really, really awesome things about Supergirl. Sorry,
I haven't had a chance to get
it's
into
all right.
it yet.
It's kind of cheesy. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Are we approaching, the saturation point for Marvel and DC stuff?
probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. As long as the shows are still good. I mean, I think that's where they start getting obnoxious. I think is where you have to like watch all the shows, even the ones that suck, in order to be able to kind of keep up with the timeline. Although
Yeah, that would suck.
Agents of Shield got a lot better. I've
Did
actually
it?
been
I
enjoying
couldn't-
that. It was a slog for the first 8 episodes. I wanted to just die, but it actually got better, and the last couple of
okay.
seasons have been good.
That one I had to cut loose, man. So maybe I'll go back and give it another shot.
We got somebody in chat saying he's going crazy waiting for Star Wars. I'm right there with you. I've already got my tickets. I actually had a chance to go to a potential like to be able to see it the night before everybody else, and
Ooh la la.
I turned it down because it was like a family oriented, like it was going to be a lot of kids. I was just like, yeah.
Ew,
I want to be
kids.
there when it's like all the real dorkitude, people dressing up with all the props and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Not that
Good
maybe I'll
call.
do it.
Good call, man. Good call, though.
All I know is that those movies better be good because I am insanely hyped for them. And
Honestly,
I
man,
cannot deal with another letdown.
Honestly, though, man, you can already, and I don't think this is just wishful thinking or the old rose-colored glasses thing, or whatever. Just from the trailers, they look like
Yep.
the feel, the touch and feel is just different than the prequels, man. If those are prequel, I'm sure someone must have done this on YouTube already and redone the Force Awakens as if it was a George Lucas trailer, where there's
Oh God, yeah.
there's 10 tons of CGI in the background. Of
I
every
have
scene.
I have somebody mocked up a standard video cassette, like what the VCR, the videotape version of Force Awakens would look like. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, I haven't
I
haven't heard anything about Battlefront either. I played Battlefront a really long time ago when it first
Never did
came
get
out,
that.
and the thing would just I could not have my video card would just like gag. I could actually hear it choking as trying to load the game. That's why I'm like really thankful. Like we've kind of set our system specs pretty low, because I have even on my Mac that's got like the junkiest video card ever. It still ran, and it was actually still pretty smooth. I mean, it was screaming in pain, but it still did it.
That's
what
awesome.
year is your Mac?
Well, it's the fact that it's an Air, which is designed for
Oh, really?
portability, not performance.
Dude, that's great. Well, that's
those
awesome. that
things
it
those
performed
things
on
are
it there.
ridiculously light. I mean, they weigh nothing.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
wonderful.
those are basically
Yeah.
iPads with keyboard.
Kinda. I mean, and
Really?
mine's a little bit older. I think mine's like 4 or 5 years old now. But it still works exactly for what I need it for, which is essentially just kind of like portable computing, check my email when I'm on vacation, do web programming and all that stuff. And I don't need a high-end video card to do web programming and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, games just like forget about it, which is just fine because Isaac wouldn't run on it very well, which is a good thing for me. But yeah, but yeah, when I fired it up when I was showing AJ, that it ran. I mean, it was, you said it was, they had all the fans running and everything pretty good, but it loaded just like you think it would. So that was kind of cool.
Awesome. Well, once we get to 1.0, we'll be firing off Mac
I hope so.
builds of the sucker. You know?
As I said, it was the only thing that was the problem was getting the controller to talk to the game, and I had I had to down, and I didn't want to make people download a $5 app in order to be able to pull that trick off. I thought I had some freeware that was supposed to do it, but it didn't. It wasn't behaving like it was supposed to. So I had to improvise. Thankfully, like I said, I found that app, and just $5 to be able to show AJ Styles our game. Yeah, that works.
That's cool, man. I really appreciate that you took the time to try.
Joe, technically, I am not a game developer. I am web guy, and the stuff that I do for this game is as far removed from game development as humanly possible. I upload the builds to Steam and. Maybe
in your defense, though, man, it's going to start kicking in once those menus and things start expanding.
Well, that's true, but I'll end up doing a lot of that in HTML for mock-ups, and then just kind of letting whoever, I'll probably do some programming in Unity, depending on how we want to do that workflow. But
yeah,
I have a good video card on my tower. This is just, I just don't have it on my laptop.
Yeah.
My tower is decent enough, although this tower is actually probably 10 years old now. Probably, pretty close. Yeah. I wanted one of those new Mac. Have you seen these things? Like they're these little tiny, towers. They look like a little coffee warmer.
No, I
mean they're like maybe a foot high, and maybe 6. It looks like a just big cylinder, and they're black.
But they're really powerful, right?
Oh, they're sick, but they cost like $5,000.
Dude.
Yeah, I think what I would do if I had to do it over again, I'd probably just build a Hackintosh like I did with my one computer, where I just buy the guts and build my own, and you can get the OS running on pretty much any hardware these days now with a couple of good hacks. So
do what you gotta do, man. Let's see. I'm just checking for questions here. Boom, boo, boo.
What software we're using to develop Pro Wrestling X? That's Unity. That's that we've been.
Yep.
And then Alex has got his own, obviously his own,
there's a whole bunch of art tools you need.
Yeah.
But they're getting actually to Autodesk and Photoshop's credit. They're getting a lot cheaper now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's
Photoshop.
No, it's borderline affordable to develop a game now.
Well,
surprisingly.
Yeah, a lot of people are trying. It's funny. I'm glad we talk all the time about how long we've been doing this and whatnot, but honestly, the timing could have been a lot worse. Actually, things are going all right. Now we went through the Kickstarter thing before the Kickstarter backlash started getting ugly, and now I wouldn't want to do a Kickstarter now, man. It's that whole scene seems pretty polluted, So many people have scammed people, taken the money and run, I'm glad at least we're here showing up, showing people what we're doing, and we're going to, we've actually released something and updating it, and that's cool, but there's some crazy stuff going on these days in the indie scene that I'm just glad we're kind of ahead of the curve on it, I don't want to give anybody any bad publicity or even, I don't know if there's such a thing, but there's a game project, somebody pointed out, a wrestling game project on Kickstarter that Eric and I were talking about it. I don't even want to link to it because in case it is a scam. I don't think it is, though, and that's the problem. So many people are jumping in. They're grabbing Unity and Photoshop, and they might have taken like a community college 3D modeling course, and they think that if they go and raise $5,000 on Kickstarter, that they're going to make No Mercy too, And
that's how we started.
That's how we started. I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to give anybody any bad publicity or anything, so I don't even want to call anybody out. But I think it's almost kind of gone around the curve a little bit now, where people almost have the opposite unrealistic expectations, thinking it's easier to make a video game than it actually is. I don't know, man. I mean,
it's a tough call because I think the tools have come down in price. I think the technology there, but the knowledge on how to do all this stuff is just overwhelming, I think.
Well, yeah, you know, and I mean, I guess in a lot of popular game types, there's templates and whatnot. You can make a match 3 puzzle game probably in an evening, pretty, not too difficultly, right? But man, I feel sorry for anyone thinking they're gonna go and pull off a wrestling game in a couple weeks. It's likely to happen. In fact, we were kind of laughing at one Kickstarter we saw. When they were describing what they were going to use the money for, they actually wrote something along the lines of, and we'll use a few dollars for the extra in-between stuff, like programming. Oh my God! If programming is on your miscellaneous line item, you're going to be in trouble.
Well,
man.
but in their defense, I kind of remember we had. I mean, they said our initial stabs. I mean, most of the stuff we were doing was all because we didn't have a programmer. We didn't have any of that stuff. So all of our attention and everything was focused on art. And all that kind of stuff. But I know it's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough.
So kind of smack your head a little bit, man. But you know what? Everybody's got to go through the same freaking curve, the same steps, the same learning experiences, you know. So the more the merrier. Let them rip, man. I haven't actually followed up. I don't know how the guys are doing there with Dave Horn's Shikara 5-star. I'm not sure where they are. I got pinged by one of them to update, see where everybody's at. So I should probably make a point.
Still got to get him on one of our podcasts, or one, like one of these Twitch podcasts one of these days.
I agree, man. Matt Dickey's offered to show up. We should try.
I would love to chat with Matt Dickey. I think that would be outrageously funny.
Oh, I think so too, man. I think he trusts us.
Well, I mean, I don't have any idea what he sounds like. I don't have any idea like how old he. Like, I don't know anything about the guy other than just kind of his online persona, you know.
Yeah, I know, right? I think he's doing all right now, man. You look, you know, he's a one-man show. And he does all of his stuff, you know, marketing directly to his customers on mobile. He doesn't have to split his revenue, you know, at all. So I think he's probably making a living, man.
I hope so.
I mean,
does he have a day gig like the rest of us?
I don't know. He protects his private life.
Smart man.
Yeah, you know, he's a mystery. But hey, this Irish Whip is looking good, and I'm so happy you're working on that. It's one of those really unsexy, completely, you know, not the most rewarding animation, but it's such a freaking linchpin in between so much crap we need, you know. So that's awesome.
Well, so you're just kind of tying things together. I mean, you're just rounding the thing out. I mean, it sounds silly, but I think they said it's important. I think. Having a good Irish Whip, that's a big part of wrestling games.
Well, and Alex, did you say, were you going to leave the running animation, or do I remember you saying something that you wanted to revisit the running animation as well? Can't remember.
Oh yeah, I'll come back to it later on after we have some other stuff kind of worked out. But
I think the running looks good, but I know how it is.
Yeah, it's honestly, this rig isn't really set up to do in-place cycles. It's, I don't know. I guess I probably fucked up somewhere setting it up. But for doing this kind of stuff and
if there's a tagline for Pro Wrestling X that I've ever heard one, that's probably it right there. I probably fucked it up somewhere.
Probably.
I'm sorry, I effed it up. Sorry, PG. We're all grown-ups, right?
You know, sometimes I forget because we're kind of in that middle ground now, you know, between rank amateur hobbyists who've never done it before and an actual, you know, professional studio that's done it before. We're kind of floating nicely in the middle here with some actual real world experience, and sometimes I forget that our shit actually kind of sits along nicely next to the pro stuff, you know. Like
I think it does. I think it's. I mean, there's always going to be, you know, when you have like whole art crews and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like that, I think our stuff looked tight. I mean, I think it looks great.
Oh yeah, and you want to really humble yourself, man. Go pop in like the latest WWE game and watch the credits roll for half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then you realize what we've done with what we've had. Like couldn't be happier, man.
It's good to just pull back and kind of look at it from a distance sometimes, just to see the whole motion of everything.
Yeah.
The only one I'm wondering, does you kind of have his arm still bent? Is it like, does it need to like stretch to like the full extension, like you're really pulling the guy? I don't know.
Well, I know what you mean. You could push it and exaggerate it like that, but it's like the arms are usually pretty like tense. Like they're very like the biceps are flexed.
No,
like,
I can buy into it. I was just asking the question. I don't know. I said
Yeah. So, and the other thing is too we have to worry about is, let's say you're like if they start here, and then he ends up all the way here,
Mm-hmm.
right? So from here to there is like, there's a lot of distance covered there, and if you
I gotcha.
if you make the move too stretched out, then you're more likely to run into shit too.
No, I'm totally with you.
So, but I'm still gotta. I gotta do
these
now
are things
is
that
tie
like,
it
when
in.
you're looking at it like so at a micro level. Like if you're actually in game and you're looking at it full speed, you don't even. I mean, this stuff your eye just kind of fixes it,
Oh yeah.
Glosses
When
over
when
it.
it flows into another animation
Mhm.
and just from something else.
But it's fun seeing how the sausage is made. I think I'm absolutely fascinated with this kind of stuff. It's almost like claymation, like you were just kind of like just adjusting it every little bit, and you're kind of keyframing it back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
How will Irish Whip work? Can you do it right away, or do you need to grapple? You
Yeah.
probably do grapple first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll initiate
comes
with
out of the grab.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking it'd be cool if we ever do the side grapple to do, instead of like an Irish whip, more of like a, when you kind of grab a guy by the hair and just drag him around and like, bash his head into something, or maybe a slightly different variation of the.
I need to
I
study
can-
up on side grapples. I need to see how that actually works. I don't think I've ever seen, or I don't remember, because was
I'm
it
not sure
Giant
how other
Graham?
games do it.
Was it Giant Graham that
Giant-
had the same?
Giant Graham 2000. Yeah.
Okay, that's a game I gotta dive into a lot more.
It's
Yeah,
a
why don't you
wonderful-
pull up the? You should pull up that side grapple. It'd be interesting to see what their take on it is.
I'm on it right now. I'm gonna look right now. See if I can find it.
The other thing about the run that kind of makes it look silly is the speed in the game is completely arbitrary to the speed that it's animated at, and I've got guys all over the place here. But if you look at it, here, like this is the speed he's meant to run at, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks a little bit more natural when his feet are kind of hitting the ground at appropriate times and stuff. In the game, I noticed that he runs a lot slower than I have it animated here. So maybe we need to slow down the animation, or make it more of a jog than like this isn't really but it's kind of a faster jog. It may need to be slower, like a trot,
Well, and then you
And-
kind of get into like the ring size. Has maybe a little bit to do some of that stuff too.
The ring here, this is the old scale ring.
Right. I remember.
I'm pretty sure I brought in the old ring for the run. So actually, yeah, it's a kind of a broken reference, I guess. Yes.
I found a Giant Graham match. Oh, this game is gorgeous.
On a Dreamcast, it ran.
Yep. Well, Dreamcast
And
was a very, very underrated platform.
Oh man! And the instruction manual was like a bloody full-color masterpiece. They actually had to ship it in a double-thick jewel case to make room for the amount of instruction manual. It was so awesome.
I want to see, like I said, I want to see if they do some side grapples on here. I gotta tell you, I was watching, they had another one of those Raw Alternatives a couple of Mondays ago, and it was all British indie wrestling. They had some really fun venues. They had some really fun... it was like, geez, this would just be fantastic. You just look there and you look and you're like, how would that be animated, in Pro Wrestling X? It's absolutely amazing. See if I can make this a little bit larger here. Now, see, how did was this a tie-up, or like, what were the grapple mechanics in Giant Graham like?
Actually worked a lot like the Aki games. You would actually press the grapple button to initiate a grapple, but they also let you do. This is why the game is so freaking popular amongst geeks. You could also do what they called, ready moves like SmackDown, where you could actually pull off quick, scoop slams and snap mirrors without tying up first. It was kind of neat, and they cheated, which is really cool because you're thinking, man, that must have been an animation nightmare, but they still actually started every move with the front grapple tie-up.
Oh,
It's just,
okay.
yeah, it's just that if you actually had it assigned to your front quick grapple move, it would just automatically play the sequence for you. You didn't have to actually hit the button input again, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's kind of smart. I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind.
I'd play with that.
Maybe we could maybe you could do something like quick. If you're just doing a quick grab, you don't, because you can specify direction. While you're hitting the button, right?
I am amazed how fast this game is. It's very quick.
Yeah, it's pretty
how
crazy.
No Mercy, it's very more deliberate, where the grapples you really wind back. This happens so quickly that it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was it's a
SmackDown,
challenge,
it kind of
that
behaved the
game,
same
for sure,
way,
because,
the
like you
old
say,
one.
the speed is pretty snappy. Yeah.
You lose a little bit of move slots, though, right? Because how are you? Because
Yeah,
in No
you
Mercy, if you grapple, you can then hit A or B to specify what move you're going to do, but you can't really do that
Exactly.
if there's no loop.
Exactly. That's why, people, because of that lack of depth in the quick grapple slot, that's why Giant Graham kind of gets an arcade style kind of stigma. Well, not stigma, but you know what I mean. Just because it has that kind of lack of depth in the quick moves. People say it's more of an arcade style game. And actually, Giant Graham, ironically, actually started as an arcade game, a stand-up coin-op game, actually, in Japan.
Oh, I like the
The more you know.
I like the hundredths of the second as it you count the one and you can see the that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, people have been asking for that, actually, if we could steal that.
Okay, I see how the side grapples work, where they kind of take them into like a little arm, like an arm area. I see what you mean.
Like a side armbar, kind of, yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Because I can see the transition from
I like
the front.
how when you... How do you like the head drop, where the screen kind of goes reverse negative?
I was just going to say, I really like that.
Yeah.
I mean, some of that is...
I know.
I could see, like I said, these are all things you could probably just turn off or on, because it just inverts all the colors, and it's a pretty wild look. It'd be a nice little tribute if we did it in our game.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get something you could just turn off
then,
and on.
You can't quite see it because it happens fast, but every time he drops the guy on a bone or a joint, you actually see like an X-ray of his bone with a percentage showing you how much damage his bone
I
is
did
taking.
see that. Okay, I was
And
trying
then
to figure out. Yeah.
And that's how you know it's time to go for a submission or something on that joint. You can actually see the damage you've done to it. Kind of neat, eh?
So the burning, that's the version of spirit, huh? Or like the
Yeah, yeah. That's their spirit, their burning meter or something.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm just amazed like how fast the game is. Like it is just like wow. There's 100 moves being done.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's not sped up at all, man. You really got to get in the groove when you play this game. Oh yeah, and when you when they're putting like a sleeper hold type of submission on you, the screen actually blacks out, starts fading to black. I like that.
Well, I even like the little transparent ref. That's kind of cool. Like when like you can tell like
Yeah.
he's in front. It's almost
gets
like the
out of
old
the way.
Punch Out days where the guy. Yeah.
Boom! Wow, wow! Someone's getting killed in this game, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, I
2.9.
get completely sucked into some of this stuff. I could, like I said, I wish I was more well versed with some of this stuff. Wow, that was a hell of a reversal. He went for like a back suplex, and the guy just kind of fell on top of him. That was great.
Ooh.
So when it comes to a lot of these hardcore Japanese games, I'm familiar with how they look and feel, but I wish I played them a lot more.
Yeah, well, it was
just
a major time investment. You know, you had to get the translation, and you know, they were not user-friendly pick up and play, man. Even if you knew the language, I think they were brutal. You know? Yeah.
Oh, we've got to like when our R special's going to be working, because they kind of are now, are they with A plus B? Or is that working now?
Well, technically,
the
mechanically.
Yeah, yeah. There's
Yeah,
just
we
not
just
enough
need-
art for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need more animations, yeah, to actually have them make a difference.
Gotcha. Okay.
2.95. You guys like that decimal pinfall
I
count?
like I said, there's part of me that really does like it. Like I said, I think these are. I mean, again, I think these are kind of preferences, and we always kind of talked about like just if we could kind of customize the hell out of our game, and I think it's just another. It's just another. If this thing is active, then you show these hundreds of
Yeah.
seconds. I mean, again, I'm not going to speak for Robert, but I don't think the heavy, programming is real heavy there. It's just another preference.
Yeah, I don't really care too much for it, but it's probably, it's like you said, Eric. I agree.
Season
Small,
taste,
it's small time investment to make happen, probably.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that dragon screw. That's a good looking leg whip there.
Oh, this had beautiful animations, man. And this was a game done by just Sega's in-house development team.
I was going to ask who the developers were. So this was a Sega game, huh?
Yeah, Sega. Yeah, I like that fade out, That's so neat.
Wow, they even got
Such
a little
a-
little handspring elbow. Love that. That's one of my favorite moves of all time. Is that handspring elbow?
Really, eh?
Yep. Especially like Muda. I loved Muda. Because he was. I really liked those guys who were kind of like skinnier, a little bit more lean, and they would do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but that handspring elbow is one of my favorites.
Yeah. Looks so cool. I have no idea mechanically how the hell that works in game, like how you set that up, animate it, whatever. I have no idea.
Oh my god, look at this pinning combination. Like he's on, like his whole body weight is on top of, you'll see it in a second.
But yeah, you can, look at their moonsault, eh? Jesus. You could chain together combinations, which was wicked. Like real chain together, not
Right.
just fake cutscene button mash thing. It was kind of neat. So what are we doing here? Power bomb? Oh yeah, he's like full on top of him, man.
No, I mean,
He's hum-
that's, I've never even seen that, I don't think I've even seen that in an actual match before, I don't think.
He's humbling him. Humbled. Yeah.
Are you
that's
guys
it.
waiting for cage animations before implementing the blue cage in the update? among many things that we're waiting for. But yeah, trying to get
Yeah.
the climbing mechanics
I think you'd-
sorted out.
Yeah. You want to do at least one cage interaction before you would.
Oh yeah.
I would throw it in there, but
Yeah.
I think the sooner you get it in there, otherwise the better.
You gotta have
Yeah,
a
I'm
point
ready
to
for it.
having it. Yeah. You just have to have a point to having the cage, right? Like I totally agree, Alex. Gotta have one interaction
Yeah.
happening, you know?
Well, it would give us our chance. We kind of talked about like, okay, so what's the, is there like a, the front wall? Does that drop and become transparent? How visible is it? Like that would kind of give us a chance to kind of experiment a little bit and see,
Yeah.
how those interface things hold up.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of fun stuff to try. What about Grimhold? Are we holding back till he's got more moves animated? Someone is asking in the chat room.
I think that's probably fair. We were trying to get more of a power offense set up for that guy.
At least something personality-wise of his own, you know?
Well, I
A
mean,
taunt.
after Irish Whip, I mean, we're going to have. I mean, that the Irish Whip is one of the last things that's kind of on the to-do list.
Yeah, we
get
got
like the running mechanics and running attacks going.
the corner grapple move and done, I think. Well, we made some promises for stretch goals as far as, like,
Weapons.
weapon.
Yep.
Yeah. that
We'll
kind
get
of
there.
stuff,
Well, we gotta,
Wait.
we just gotta obey the Kickstarter list
Yeah.
for now. But yeah,
Some-
Grimhold is on that list, so
Yeah.
what entails that.
It is nice having that list to kind of blame, or not blame, but it's nice having that to do the thinking for us. I'm glad that we actually came up with our priorities and made that list before we got too deep in, because it's so hard to prioritize or reprioritize when you're in the middle of it. You know what I mean? It's nice
Yeah.
to look back and say, no, we
Tempting
said we were going to.
Change
Yeah,
every week.
it is so tempting, right? It's nice just to look back and say, this is what we said we were going to do. This is what people are expecting, so that's what we'll do. So far so good. Can't complain. Well, I'm about to tap out here, y'all.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
at hour 15, so it's a long one here tonight. But,
Nice.
I could wrap myself here.
Nice. Well, we'll get this build cleaned up for all y'all, and yeah, depending on the schedules and whatnot, you're not going to have to wait too terribly long, I don't think, to start moonsaulting people. Like I say, I'd like to do something to refresh our crowd signs a little bit, and I think Eric had a couple things he wanted to tick off the list on this build. Yeah.
But we should. I mean, I think it'll be low hanging fruit for Robert. So
Yeah, exactly.
cool.
Awesome. Well,
for
thank
all
you,
the,
everybody.
Yeah, for all the new ones, ProWrestlingX.com. Sign up for our weekly email list. We're on Twitter at ProWrestlingX, on Facebook at ProWrestlingX. Like our channel here and be notified when we go live. All that kind of fun stuff. What else am I missing
Exactly.
today?
Did you know that Facebook does live broadcasting now?
Seriously?
Yeah, I've seen.
I
a
know
couple
Steam
of
does it too.
Yeah, I've seen guys like Guy Kawasaki and some of the social media guys have started doing live feeds to Facebook.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if it's an invite-only thing or what, but if we could tie that in, that would be nice. Just to reach more people. It's all good. But as it were, yeah, it was fun doing it on a different day, We don't plan on permanently changing it to Thursdays. It was just the way it worked out this week. But, yeah, it was fun. We'd actually like to try maybe a weekend earlier in the day one sometime coming up as well, too. But for the most part, look for us weekly, in or around Tuesday evening-ish. And we'll keep pumping this stuff out, man. Feel free to leave questions, whatnot, on Steam or Facebook, whatever. And we'll take care of you and keep building this bad guy out.
Yep.
Thank you very much, especially, he's not here, but obviously to Robert for delivering us this build with the awesome moonsault, animated by the awesome Cola. Alex, thank you, Alex, for kicking ass.
Yeah, boy.
And making us look better than we deserve to sometimes. It's awesome. And
Anything else you want to add, Cola?
I don't know. Not really.
Everybody sounds kind of bag all of a sudden. It's like everybody ran out
It's
of
late
gas.
in the week, you know. It's been a long
Yeah.
week. Jesus Christ! I said you know. I said I've had it for this week already. Tomorrow's Friday, and I've got a laundry
Yeah.
list. I just gotta. I made the mistake of checking my email before shutting her down here tonight, and I was like, "Oh God, I got like 10 things I have to do," and I was supposed to get an oil change, and all this stuff tomorrow.
Oh
morning
man,
all the time.
I did the
So-
same effing thing, man. I should have done. Well, actually, I'm glad I did, or I might have been in some trouble tomorrow. But I'm glad I did check my email. But yeah, now I got a to-do list. God damn it! But speaking of which, newsletter will get out tomorrow after lunch-ish, depending on.
Yeah,
How well-
and if I'm around, it might
Yeah.
actually get distributed.
Yeah, well, at least get it out there to somebody. You never know, you know. When I put it off, or it's a shitty newsletter, I reach 5,000 people. You know, when I write a huge one with video clips and pictures, Facebook shows it to 24 people. I don't
Yeah,
get
that's
it.
how it works.
It's
give
very
up.
frustrating.
I give up.
But we're looking forward to it as we get this game closer to 1.0, man. We want to hit hard and do some promotion and marketing and let everybody know that, hey, Pro Wrestling X didn't just survive, it's starting to thrive, man. You know, we want to get some eyeballs on it now instead of trying to lie low and be modest. We actually want to start thumping our chest a little bit here coming out close to the holidays, you know?
Works for me, man. I'll be live tweeting Survivor Series this weekend, which will be fun.
Woohoo! That sounds cool, man.
Yeah, I still get fired up for the pay-per-views. I know they're lame and they're practically just episodes of Raw nowadays, but they're still fun. Survivor Series is fun.
Yeah.
They've got a couple. I think they got an old school 5-on-5 for the main event,
Nice.
so that'll be fun.
Well, that'd be cool, man. Awesome. Well, thanks a lot, guys. I am gonna just hang up and freaking go to bed, and yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow, man.
Rock and roll, y'all.